is out, and I can hardly stand by to talk about each and everything that has occurred. What we have here is a very decent episode. There are a lot of things we really want to discuss. Let's begin without further ado. Mandy and Jamie are seen playing in the cemetery at the beginning of the episode. Bree appears to be very sad and emotional about that because, well, her parents have passed away by the time she was born. She accepts they could have been covered in lollybrock, and I can't really accept that I have never contemplated that. She decides to read another letter from her parents after this emotional upswing. What's more, that is the means by which we learn Jamie and Claire are in post-Ticonderoga, and it's been a couple of months as of now. Since the start of the season, don't you think there have been a lot of time jumps? I don't have the foggiest idea how they will proceed with this way. I liked it at first, but it now feels much faster than it should. I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that assuming they chose to end the show at the 10th season, we wouldn't need to go through this a very remarkable time bounce. Back to the episode. With Claire's portrayal, we see that individuals are building safeguards on the off chance that they are gone after. Claire assists the ill and injured Lieutenant Stacto in the interim. He claims to be a surgeon, but he isn't. Besides, since Claire is a lady, he believes she's not a specialist too. At the letter's conclusion, we learn that Roger offers to investigate the events surrounding Jamie and Claire in historical documents. However, Bree declines and suggests that perhaps it would be better if they did not know the truth. I, for one, would wrap up perusing every one of the letters and the set of experiences books. I simply cannot comprehend Bree's refusal to participate. We see she's preparing for work, and I'm energized for those scenes since, thanks to the review, we are familiar her battle with the laborers as a lady. We observe that the workers are somewhat surprised to see a female inspector when she arrives. They appear to be truly decent from the outset. Yet they secure her in some dim spot, and it simply helps me to remember secondary school menaces. I rolled my eyes so hard that it hurt. However, they provided her with a flashlight. Isn't that not so bad? All things considered, not actually on the grounds that it's not working. I believe that even Mandy and Jamie are older than them at this point. Your thought process? Naturally, Bree gets somewhat apprehensive, and she can't completely accept that what has simply occurred. She figures out how to turn on the lights and starts to investigate the passages. Think about what she finds: an entry. Essentially, it seems to be a gateway. Right now, I have no idea what that is. She enters immediately and experiences fainting. Toward the finish of the passage, she finds an entryway and she gets out. Presently, it very well may resemble the stones, yet I don't have the foggiest idea how it functions. Is a gem required? Is it noticeable to others also? I'm lost. Pushing ahead, the arrangements are still on the table in post-Ticonderoga. We see youthful Ian showing up there, and he's given an undertaking to go Shadow Lake and give Joseph Award a letter. He appears to be forced to complete the task, despite his apparent unwillingness to do so. Ian figures out how to arrive, and he tracks down Emily. Oak, Ian, this moment is the ideal opportunity to really dive headfirst into your feelings and track down adoration with Rachel. I am eagerly anticipating their scenes together. I feel like I should also talk about William, Rachel, and Denzel at this point. When they met Mr. Johnson, they were on their way. He appears to be a decent fellow, and he says that they are on some unacceptable way. Since it will be dim soon, he offers them a supper and a spot to rest. I can say that until they decided to kill William and the Hunter children, Mr. and Mrs. Johnson appeared to be very kind and generous. William wakes up, which is good news because he saves Hunter's siblings and himself. We discover that they were butchering individuals like that to loot them. Presently, I wonder, after that large number of thefts, for what reason did they actually eat rodents? I felt truly debilitated watching them eating it. Since William has never killed anyone before, the recent incident seems to have shaken him. Indeed, William, you were the person who was anxious to battle. What might occur in the war zone? Now that we see the Hunter siblings present, it is time to return to the fort. Claire at long last meets Denzel Tracker.